Okay, how are we doing? Welcome to episode 45 of the Jimmy Muitt Challenge. So, we have a couple of things that we need to talk about first before we get into the game. Now, the game is a huge game. We have Teddy Howe coming back from an injury. We'll have to think about whether we're going to risk him or not. We've got Dan Butler. He had a very minor injury, kept him out of the last game. So we'll have a look at that. We actually played one game away from the recording. Just have a quick look. That was a 1-0 win against Peterborough. Very, very late on, Anthony scored a goal, which is nice to see. Obviously, the last game we were with you, we beat Wycombe 2-1, scoring a really, really late goal. There's a few people actually sniffing around Rory Holden. Now, his contract runs out at the end of this summer. And we want to keep hold of him pretty much, as we're not 100% sure what league we'll be in, but also he could be a useful player. There's a number of players whose contracts run out. Nathan Baker, obviously been a very good player, really tall, but he's so slow. He's probably coming to the end of his career now, 32 years old, plus he's on nearly 3k. If we're going to be in the Championship, we'll need that money. John Nolan, I'm still undecided about, because I think he has quite a lot to offer. But in that defensive midfielder role, he's tall enough, but just his tackling's really not great and his marking's not great. And at the age of 31, could probably bring somebody else in. This is a tough one. Nana Adwaka, yeah, it's a tough one. Adarqua, very tough name to try and pronounce. So he's got a lot of pace, but he doesn't seem to have that much of an impact into games. He's been at Blackpool a long time. Then Rory Holden and the other three are all on loan. Charlie McCann's on loan from Man United. Anthony and Marlon Edwards are both on loan from Arsenal. So, as we said, very, very big game in the series. We are top because Bolton lost their game, I believe. Or did they draw? Schedule. Bolton are in stinking form. So in the last 5 games, they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2, and they seem to be struggling away as well. So if we could win this one and then just extend that buffer, obviously we would have played 28 games. Halfway through the season, if we could have a 5-point lead, that would be fantastic. Having a look at the stats overall. Now, our top scorer is Gary Madine. Obviously, I had a look at him at the start of the season. We paid a decent bonus to him for him to stay. I think it's 100k. 130k. Nearly $4,500 a week. But he's been scoring a lot of goals. His stats are unbelievable. Finishing 13, acceleration, strength 14, height, exactly my striker. And the star of the show. So if you don't already know, the whole focus of this series is around this young man, Jimmy Muitt. 5'9", his stats are horrendous. I don't think we could have found a harder player to try and make into a sensational pro, but scored a lot of goals. 28 years old, probably get 3 or 4 more seasons out of him. We've had him since 2019-20 season at Dorking. We then bought him, took him with us to York and got promoted. And then obviously we moved him on to Blackpool at the start of this season. So, getting into the match. We are 5-4 favourites to win the game, even though we're away. Wow. So we use the 4-3-3 tactic. And we use the same. I'm a big advocate for using the same team over and over again. I'd change very little. We sent this young man, this is a tough one, Oshobok, he's a made-up player anyway, on loan out to Morecambe in the National League, yet to play a game. And then that's the rest of our squad. So, we'll get into the action. We're going to risk Teddy Howe because after this game, if we can get a win after this game, we have Ipswich at home who are 12th. So we're probably playing in this game, risk him. If he gets another knock, you could potentially rest him for 2 weeks until we play Coventry. So let's get into the action. Again, I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone that's liked and subscribed. All the inbox messages I've got really helped to spur us on and want to kind of improve the product that we're producing. So thank you very much. Teams are warming up. So we'll have a look. We will just do the one episode. Obviously, it's a big game, so I think we'll put it on extended highlights so we can really get a feel for the game. Obviously, we're playing it on a nice laptop, but it hasn't got the fastest processors or the resolution. So we play it on 2D, and then we watch our highlights when we score goals in 3D, but without the crowd switched on. So it's right down on the lowest form of the graphics that it can be, unfortunately. So I've seen a number of other people that upload their videos in a similar way. I presume it's for the same reasons. Taking a while for this game to upload. So obviously Bolton have flown up through the leagues. They came up with us when we got promoted from League 2. They came up through the playoffs. And they're a huge club, obviously. But both teams are probably Championship clubs in terms of fan bases, and we'll both want to get there. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Now this young man, I'll probably slaughter his name as well. Ian Carlo Poveda. Is he a regen? He's not. He's a real life player. He was actually on loan with us last season. I only had him for 2 games, but his pace is scary. He's definitely a player that we'd like to take. Dribbling, we'd work on that crossing. He's quite small, so probably his strength as well. Passing isn't great. It's that pace that's probably sets him aside. Anybody else in there? Chargill. Bailey Chargill. Got on a free from NK Dons. Apart from that, is this the region that scores a lot of goals? Last season, got a fair few. Banks. He's got 6 goals this season. And Perrett. Okay. So he seems to be their leading scorer. Let's get into the action. So I will do the team talk. As I've explained before, so I leave Clint Hill to do our opposition instructions because they seem to have a better idea of it. Team talk. The recent form standings have Bolton 17th. Let's show them why. Hand it over to the assistant. We've got a tunnel interview here. It's a big day all round. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? Well, we'll go cautious. I personally always look forward to this one. Having the best defence in Sky Bet League 1. Now, we were getting caned the other day, saying that we weren't playing particularly exciting football. Well, we've got the best defence in the league. I want to win. You're third in League 1. There must have been a game played already. Well, it clearly says that we're first there. Does that help ahead of kickoff? I haven't given it any consideration. Suter's got the armband. He's a natural choice under the circumstances. And we are into the game. So, let's have a look. We normally, in away games, go a little bit more cautious. But today, I really want to go for it. So, we'll see. Yeah, they've got a chance here. Can we nick it? Oh, that's too easy. No foul. Good save. Okay, how are we looking? I think we'll drop that down to cautious. Mainly due to the fact that Edwards has just got a yellow card. There's a few yellow cards actually knocking around. It definitely wouldn't help us getting a man sent off at this early. And we have a set piece. Butler to take. Crosses. Holden. Saved. Ross. Oh. Don't know how that's not gone in. Rosen at the back post. Butler. Far side. Crosses in. Get Maydeen over the bar. That's the one we're looking for. Matthews with the goal kick. Long to Talbot. Don't just let him run. We've got it set on so that we should be pressing. And we've won the ball. Now, can we counter-attack? McCann down the pitch. McCann. Oh, and he's fired it in across the goalkeeper. We did say we got extended. Sorry about that. Let's have a look at that one then. So on the counter-attack, McCann's won the ball. Maydean's kind of run a diversion, and he's just hit that. Oh, he's hit it front post. Wow, goalkeeper shouldn't be beaten like that. I thought he'd gone across the goalkeeper from watching the initial 2D one. So, we'll see. We have been in really, really good form recently, and I've been really enjoying uploading the series, but I've jinxed myself. They've got a long throw. Talbot against Muitt. Go on, Jimmy, get stuck in. Thompson, Graham, can we counter-attack? Holden's on the ball. We've got a 4v3 here if you can find the man in the middle. He does. Nolan, McCann. Oh, right at the goalkeeper. That was an easier chance than it was on the goal he scored. And there we go. We find ourselves at half time. So, team talk. I'll passionately say I'm happy with the performance. Does Mr. Hill have anything to say? Not really. So we have kickoff. Long ball into the channel, but completely overhit and wide. I don't like that. I do prefer my centre-backs to be ball-playing centre-backs. They'll help you obviously build the attack and play through the thirds, but both the centre-backs we've got love pumping it. So Perrott on the ball. Oof, just over the crossbar. Wow, that was a big chance. Here we go. How? Long throw. Too easy. Now can they counter-attack against us? Perrott's got the ball. He's into Graham. And Graham's hit it in the near post. So Chris, he's beat our goalkeeper this time at the near post. As it says, he was beaten far too easy. So Perrott lays the ball through to Poveda. Graham from outside on the angle. He should never be able to score from there. Sonny Graham, 5th goal of the season. Well, okay. So now we've got a decision to make. We're still creating chances. 13 shots, 8 on target. So, I mean, I think the most important thing was to not lose, but to have had the lead is really disappointing. So perhaps we'll change this to balanced, and I think we will bring on Otsuma, and we're going to go for it. We're going to go to a 4-2-3-1 and match them because we want to get Anthony on. See if Anthony, put him on attack. No, not attacking playmaker. Winger. Attack. There we go. See if that has an impact on the game. Bond on the ball. Long ball to Anthony. Butler. Plays it into McCann. McCann forward to Anthony, who beats his man easily. Anthony. Holden. Maydean. Back out to Butler. Fires it across. Muitt. Oh, I thought that was going to be them on the counter-attack. They've got the ball. We're pressing aggressively. Just sit off and then press when we can. Plays it in. Muitt. Go on, Jimmy. Square it. Square it. Square it. No, why would you shoot from there? Oh, if you just squared that, he's in 1v1. Here we go. How? Long throw. Maydean. Straight at the goalkeeper. Said that was a sitter. I don't know if it was a sitter. Perrott to Thompson. He's offside, surely. There we go. We've got it. Can we counter attack? No, he was offside. Okay. I think would. Don't know what's happened there. Oh, it just lagged on me for a little bit there. Back again. So I think. Oh, here we go. Have we got a throw? Butler. Throw. Last throw of the dice. Anthony. Good clean tackle, it says. Could have done with a penalty there. So Butler delivers. Over the top. Rolson! He's done it! At the back post! That has to be the winning goal. Right, we'll see the goal. Let's see the highlight. So the cross comes in from Butler. Over the top of everyone. Power header. Boom. Through everybody. Right. Now. Tactics. Let's have a look. So we'll bring Anthony back. We'll bring Muitt back. And we will bring on Jordan Cousins in there. We will go clean slate, cautious, in possession. So when we're in possession of the ball, I'll leave that. We're going to go slightly lower tempo, play for set pieces. On the transition, regroup, hold our shape, slow the pace, find the target man, and then we'll bring the striker back slightly, stay on our feet, and we're going to change Maydeen to that target man. So he's going to dribble less, he's going to hold the ball up for us, he's going to help us to get up the pitch. Team instructions, see if I did it all there. Oh, be more disciplined, that's the other one. There we go. Can we time waste a little bit more? And let's see, with 2 minutes left, they've got a highlight. Long ball, they've crossed it in, or we've cleared it. Go on, Gary. Go on, Gary Maydeen. Played it back to McCann. Minute and a half left. Muitt. Oh, McCann. Play it out to Muitt. Oh, he's shot, I think. Anthony's kept it in on the far side. Oh, he's offside. Was he offside? It's a corner ball. Okay. Just keep it in the corner, man. Butler to play it in. As you can see, they've actually left 3 up here. We're horribly open to the counter-attack here. He's wasting time. He's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card. And we've scored again. Is it going to count? Yes! Well, if we hadn't scored that, I was very worried that we were open to the counter-attack. Another assist for Butler. Near post. How? It's a good job we played him, fellas. We had a big decision to make. Did we play him at the start of the game? Obviously, had a slight injury. But there you go. Now, this puts us 5 points clear of them at the top of the table. Are they going to get a very late goal? Maydeen's got the ball. Is the ref going to blow his whistle? And it's all over. There you go. Vital, vital win. We did absolutely batter them. 18 shots, 13 on target, equal fouls, equal yellows. Again, they had more possession than us. But that man, Dan Butler, with 2 assists again. Man of the match. Dressing room. I'll let Clint do the talking. Yeah, happy with that. Right, remember, like, subscribe, comment if you see anything you like. Was it the right decision to start Howe? Obviously scored a goal. We've won 3-1. I'd love to see you in the next episode. Again, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.